Gary, good to see you. How's your cough?
Tickling along, Matthew. How are you?
Tickling like exactly. I'm living from one bog roll to the next. It's all good. So thanks for joining me today, German expert, Coventry expert Gary Thomas. In these crazy times, who do you feel sorry for? Who's suffering in your mind? Who's suffering at the moment?
Well, that's a question. Um, hmm. I think, Martin, the project manager, is the biggest.
The martyred Matrix manager?
That's the one. Martin, the project manager in his matrix at home now, in his home office, wondering, is anybody delivering? Is anybody doing what they should? I have nothing to do. I have no way to make them do it.
So he's isolated. He's got an active imagination, has he? He's stressed out. What's the essence of that? What's his real fear? What's his real fear?
Hmm. I think he's scared because he feels he has no power.
So, okay, so a state of powerlessness. But I tell you what, from your product and your teachings and coachings and mine, we would use the mantra, certainly in the classroom. Hang on a moment. No one is ever without power. No one is ever powerless. So I get it that that's going on, but what's really going on? Where's that happening?
Up here, he's convinced there's nothing he can do. He's convinced that he isn't their direct boss. He's convinced that whatever he tells them to do, they won't do it anyway. They won't engage. They won't take part in his calls and so on. And he's sitting at home wondering what the hell he can do about it.
Thanks. So he's in a state, he's at the bottom, it's a bit of a mess. So, putting on your teacher, coach, mentor, trainer, writer hat, are there a raft of solutions? What three things could he ever go at?
Yeah, the classics, the ones, appreciating people, valuing, he could do socializing, he could do inspiring.
So, appreciating, socializing, inspiring. Well, why don't we just take the first one today? What does that look like? Appreciating. What happens there?
Well, if he's good and if he's smart and he's a good parent, he's doing it every day with his kids anyway. He's at home with his six children in the house. Things are getting stressful because they're all sharing the same surface area, and his eldest child, helps out with the dishes or brings out the garbage and things, and he looks at him and he's so grateful. He says, "Thank you for that," and he sees the carry on, and he sees the the response that goes in his favour. The kid's that bit more helpful last time. If he applied that same approach to his people in his matrix teams, he'd be in a much better place, surely.
Okay, that's very interesting. So I'm going to push you now. What specifically does he say to little Stevie who's taken out the garbage bag? Can you give us the language?
It starts with a thank you, well done. It's one less job for me to do. You've taken the garbage out.
Nice one, nice. And we could maybe embellish that a bit as well, couldn't we? All right,
Yeah,
and so Colin in the office spontaneously, without being prompted, sends you the weekly report. Give me the sentence. It's probably almost the same. What do we say to Colin?
it's getting back to Colin and saying, well, first, thank you for doing this and picking up on three really helpful things. I got the thing on time. I got the thing
Yeah.
with the quality that it needed. I can take it to the CEO next week, and I'm in good shape. It's going to make us all look very, very good.
Lovely. So what I'm hearing from you is sort of impact, future
Yeah.
benefit, rosy outcome, and we're specifically showing our appreciation and we're naming their specific actions. So there's actually quite a lot going on there.
It's those small little levers that make a difference, isn't it?
Exactly, and I think just one sentence is not going to change the world, but if we do that constructively and consciously with everybody, then something happens. So, Gary, that's about it for today. So, in one sentence, what is Martin from Mannheim going to do?
Next time he's going to all authentically mean what he says when he sends that email to Colin in Coventry to say, look, you did a really good job with that report. It's helped move us forward. Thanks. It's great to know I can rely on you.
Fantastic. Okay. Thanks, mate. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a couple of days for another one of these, but thanks very much for now. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow.